Welcome back to Math 107 College Algebra. In this video, we're going to take a look at finding the vertex of a parabola. So first, the textbook defines standard form as being f of x equals a times x minus h squared plus k. Now, the book calls this standard form. However, most textbooks will call this vertex form. And the reason it's called vertex form is if we think back to transformations. So first things first, y equals x squared. The vertex is at 0, 0. Well, k is going to shift that vertex up k units. And h, because we're subtracting it, is going to shift the vertex to the right h units. So we can say the vertex is at hk. So, we can get that when it's in vertex form, or as the textbook calls it, standard form. But, what if we have it in the more typical form, what most textbooks call standard form of a parabola, of f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So we're going to use a completing the square technique a little bit different on this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to leave c alone, but we're going to factor a out of the first two terms. So we get f of x is equal to a times x squared plus b over a times x plus c. Well, now we want to complete the square just like we did with deriving the quadratic formula. So x squared plus b over a x. I will go ahead and leave this in factored form. B over 2a squared plus c, and now we added b over 2a squared in the parentheses, and we haven't multiplied by a, so we need to subtract it on the outside. That ends up being b over 4a, because I square the 2a, which becomes 4a squared. That's in the denominator, but I then multiply it by a, canceling one of those a's. And now I can factor what's in the parentheses. So I get f of x is equal to a times x plus b over 2a, all of that squared, plus c minus b over 4a. So from that we can see the vertex of the parabola is minus b over 2a, and then the y-coordinate is c minus b squared over 4a. However, memorizing that c minus b squared over 4a is kind of useless. We established the x-coordinate of the parabola, or of the vertex, the y-coordinate has to be a point on the graph. So, instead, we can memorize that as the vertex being minus b over 2a f of minus b over 2a. So that's going to be our vertex formula. So I'm going to write that down again over here. That the vertex is minus b over 2a f of minus b over 2a. So now, as an example, we can find the vertex of 2x squared minus 12x plus 13. So I can plug into the vertex formula to find x. So it's going to be negative b, our b here is negative 12, so that'll be a positive 12, divided by 2a, so that's 2 times 2, or 12 over 4, which is equal to 3. And now I simply plug 3 into the function. So 2 times 3 squared minus 12 times 3 plus 13. So that's going to give me 18 minus 36 plus 13. And adding that up, I get negative 5. So I can say the vertex is at the point 3, negative 5. So that concludes the video. In class on Tuesday, we're going to discuss, so now we have the vertex and a formula to find the vertex. So what does the vertex actually mean? And I will see you guys in class on Tuesday.